still need stimulus. Monetary stimulus reduces the federal deficit by reducing borrowing costs of the federal government. Fiscal stimulus, which is in many ways the alternative, increases the federal deficit. A 2% target inflation rate is reasonable, especially given the disaster that can occur to our economy if we have deflation. Look at Japan or look at our own Great Depression. There's a dual function, or another part of the dual mandate is the dual function that the Fed has. On the one hand, it's a bank regulator. On the other hand, it's a monetary policy setting body. And I hope our witnesses addressed that part of its dual function, which I realize is, or dual mandate is less controversial than the dual mandate dealing with both unemployment and inflation. We also have at the Fed dual governance, where on the one hand, it's a federal government agency appointed through a democratic government, and on the other hand, its regional executives are appointed in part by banks. One bank, one vote, or actually $1 billion of banking, one vote, which is not democracy, and given the tremendous governmental power the Fed has, should all of its board members be presidentially appointed for whatever terms are reasonable. I hope we look at Section 13.3, which remains the most dangerous economic provision in our statute books. It allows unlimited lending by the Fed, trillions of dollars at times, and we at least ought to make sure that those loans are default risk-free, or as close to that as the Fed can achieve. And finally, when it comes to auditing the Fed, as an old CPA, I'll just say that given our limited auditing resources, we would normally want to direct them first to whichever agency of federal government is working hardest to avoid being audited. So I look forward to these hearings looking not at just one controversial issue of inflation versus unemployment as a focus of the Fed's policy, but a broader range of issues as well. I yield back.